hindsight is always 2020, and we can always, with the information and knowledge that we have now, know how we could have did it better. But I think it's the passion portion, which is uncontrollable, wouldn't have been the same. When passion is uncontrollable and you're with the absence of trying to be, use common sense at that time. When passion takes over, there's no common sense there for that little bit of time. You're going to make a move because you could have found common sense could have told you every way to not put your retirement up or to leverage your savings or any of that stuff. If you was listening to common sense, you would have never did that. So that's when the passion portion kicked in, and now I think you're living in the discipline portion. And they don't supposed to live together. They are owned by the same person, Linda, but they're not used at the same time.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
But that's where you learn, right?
I call passion your driver's license, and I call discipline your car. Because you're driving the car all the time, and you have your license with you, but only if you need it, right? It's only because if you have to need it, for your ID or if you get pulled over, anything like that. But you're always driving the car, so you have to be disciplined. You have to do everything you need to do every day. You don't even think about it. But when it's time to pull out that ID, that license is there for you. It is always a short period of time. You got to show to get something, to buy something, show it to an officer or show it for some reason. And that's that. And I see that, for a lot of business owners. And they, we go back and I could do this. But I said, would you really? Because you will probably find every reason in the world not to do the crazy stuff you did to go into that business, knowing the pain that you went through, knowing the struggle that you went through, the feelings that you feel. Your body wouldn't allow you. Your mind would not allow you to go through that. You wouldn't want to put yourself through that type of pain.
No, waking up at 2 a.m. and not being able to go back to sleep because you're trying to figure out how you're going to pay these employees that I had employees that I committed to that left jobs to come work for me. And, that was hard because that's one of the biggest things is you think. I listened to one of your podcasts with Tamika yesterday.
Okay.
And she talked about her journey, and that it was amazing to listen to her. Because she talked about, she was going through all these things, homelessness, not knowing where to live, not knowing where she was going to live or stay, but yet she kept the business going. Mm-hmm. And fortunately, I didn't have that struggle, but still is how I can't let these people, like she said, I can't let these people down. I have to keep going. I've done this. I have to keep driving forward and doing this. And I think that was a lot of with what the journey I went through as well. It's, these kind of changes, what we would do and what I would do and what I wouldn't do and would I change it.
Yeah, I totally agree. I always tell people entrepreneurship is the most selfless thing that you can do. True entrepreneurship. And people don't realize that because now on social media is all about how you can make some money. But the core of entrepreneurship, you create a business to solve a problem. And then in solving problems, you're hiring other individuals. So you're creating, jobs. You're making your community better, and this is what you're doing with your business. So